everybody. Today we're getting together with another partner spotlight of ours, and it's a supplier Infrascale. And we got Rob Peterson, CEO. And we're privileged today, Rob, to talk with you and basically just kind of get to know your company and what all you guys provide and how you provide it, and just to take a little bit of a deep dive into your services. So, thanks for joining us today. It's a privilege, and look forward to learning a little bit more about you.
Well, Wade, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be on. Infrascale, super excited about becoming part of the VENSEARCH community and offering, your customers and our partners, our solutions that can help with their business continuity needs. So appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So, and our approach is the audience, is a lot of different audiences, end user clients. It's partners that are partners of VENSEARCH that are managed services providers and things of that nature. And everybody understands why VENSEARCH brings this very high profile, high level suppliers to the table, is because it's the trust factor. And it's the fact that you can deliver. And our goal is to bring the right solutions to the client through the right channels, but to make sure that it's an end-to-end solution. And we have confidence in you. That's why you're in the portfolio. So take a little bit of time and tell us, again, just tell us about your company and what you guys do.
Yeah, absolutely, Wade. So, historically, we've been built on channel. MSP is our lifeblood. So, we understand the intricacies, the needs, and certainly the value proposition that MSPs and partners want to see from a vendor like Infrascale. That's why we felt VENSEARCH was a good partnership for us to continue to sort of build our awareness in a way that's a bit more high touch, a bit more creative, and certainly trusted relative to some of the other go-to-market strategies out there. Infrascale historically offers a handful of products across the cloud backup and disaster recovery spectrum. We are, very effective at looking at hybrid cloud, local and pure cloud solutions to help our customers secure their data, workflows, and endpoints, and make sure that, if there's an event, whether it be natural disaster or otherwise, Infrascale is there for you. We are the insurance policy sitting behind your environments and systems that can ensure that, your business is back up and running in a short period of time, and, revenue is protected, and you can get back to your day-to-day work.
Absolutely. Tell me a little bit about your maybe your environment or your staffing and your support. How's your support process? What does that look like?
Oh man, I can only speak glowingly about our support team. Our technical support team is a multi-award-winning team. They recently just received the Silver Stevie Awards for their recent submission, which covers 2023. Thank you so much. These guys are fantastic. We operate support out of the US, Eastern Europe, and India, so that we have some good around-the-clock coverage. And our team averages a tenure of 5 to 6 years. So these guys are experienced. They know what they're doing. There's a great development pipeline for them where they can grow in their roles, grow in their knowledge. And these guys are certainly hungry to continue to expand their capabilities through certifications and other means, and just deliver above and beyond for the company. So these guys are rock stars. You'll find that our support team is the best out there, and we're happy to continue to offer them as a service behind our products for all of our partners.
Good deal. Good deal. One question that we get a lot around, especially around the solutions that Infrascale offers, from that type of a need from a client or what have you, is what is your approach in a new project? So say you've got an opportunity that comes in. Yeah. What is your process that actually gets that client from infancy all the way through to deployment?
Yeah, so typically we will engage a sales engineering resource as part of the initial proof of concept and engagement or evaluation of the client's need. So we'll have somebody step in and say, hey, do our capabilities actually match up well with what your requirements are? Can we offer you a solution that we feel highly confident will work and be there for you as you need it? And so we go through that evaluation and assessment just to make sure that there's good fitness between our solution and ultimately the need. Then we go through some battle cards and some discussions around where our solution stacks up relative to some of our competitors, and to make sure that our value proposition stands out relative to that need again. And then lastly, we'll certainly talk about what the relationship can look like financially and commercially over time. Generally, when we're talking about a new client, we're typically talking about a new partner, right? So this is about the technical win and the commercial win at the partnership level. That then certainly evolves hopefully into additional sort of end user activity and commerce that we can write once we get through that partnership and technical win component.
Absolutely. No, that makes sense. What would you say would be, because this is a question that's asked, especially of VENSEARCH because of our portfolio, what's a differentiator? Tell me, what is the key differentiator between you and others?
Well, you gave me a softball early. Our technical support team is bar none the best in the industry. These guys know their stuff, and they will get you back up and running if anything happens in a very short period of time. So they are always there for you, and they go the extra mile for every single one of our partners. So definitely want to start with them. Second, we're very good at what we do, or the areas that we feel like there's good fitness between our solution and the environment we're trying to protect or the data that we're trying to secure. Not that we're good in every single environment, and we're upfront and honest about that, right?
Sure.
We're not going to sell you a solution that doesn't work for you. But where we do find good, fidelity and fitness from a solution perspective, we're a very cost-effective provider, and we can work with people to manage not just the budget, but also the value proposition side of the equation. So value engineering is an approach we take to pretty much every deal that we do with our partners to make sure that they see the value that we feel like we can offer in an environment we feel like we're very, very highly qualified to underwrite. And then lastly, I'll talk about our roadmap and really where we're headed.
Yes, please. Thank you.
From a flexibility standpoint, we've surveyed the market and understood, where we need to skate to the puck. And I think that skating to the puck really means offering our partners as much flexibility as possible that we can leverage from public cloud. So we're working on bring your own storage solutions. We're working on better merchandising or productization so that resources can be more on demand and not necessarily entitled upfront. We're working on software only plays where people can use the Infrascale dashboard and integration to manage their own hybrid cloud environments and not necessarily need to have Infrascale host or purchase storage from us. So there's a lot of areas of flexibility we're infusing into the model that's part of our roadmap today that I think will give people a lot of choice when it comes to how they want to protect their environments and how they want to control that as well.
Sure. That makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. And I know that, you have a lot of different verticals that you work with. Obviously, your footprint, you can work with any kind of business, any type, any size. Is there one that you see more common than others? Maybe healthcare, maybe finance, or what have you?
Yeah, absolutely. We've taken in earnest our need to be compliant across various regulated industries where we see a lot of activity. Historically, there's always been sort of a local backup and recovery need with a lot of those industries, be they financial, healthcare, or otherwise. And we're seeing that sort of stick a little bit, but also an evolution where the public cloud is becoming an endpoint and target as well. So we feel like with regulated industries, we work very well. We are focused and committed to maintaining the compliance needed to allow those industries to operate with confidence. And we'll continue to kind of focus there because we feel like that is a strong, area of fitness for Infrascale.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, listen, Rob, in closing, tell me, is there anything you'd like to kind of summarize around or a message to our audience here?
Absolutely. So, Infrascale may not be a household name. We like to put our money where our mouth is, and that's really in our roadmap and our development and the technology that we deliver to our partners and customers. So we're not a splashy brand, but we are a very effective and partner conscious and supportive brand. We bring all our resources to the table to deliver for our clients, and we have any number of case studies that we can share with you guys to make sure that you actually see empirically how Infrascale operates. In fact, I'd love to mention one on a no names basis, of course.
Sure.
We had a partner an MSP partner that covers the freight industry, railroads to be specific, or rail carriers, that had a rogue actor incident. So an employee that was being exited actually went in and tried to delete data while their credentials were still active. And unfortunately for this customer, they were caught off guard. We were able to go in and within an hour recover all of that data and deliver it back to the local environment to make sure that we could erase some of that misguided action by the rogue employee. So these types of instances happen all the time, right? And Infrascale is we feel very strongly about being there for you when you need us, right? And that's how we want to operate.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it. It sounds like a great choice. No doubt whatsoever. So good deal. Well, listen, we appreciate your time. And hey, anybody that wants to know more about Infrascale, reach out to VENSEARCH. Obviously, we'll make that connection. And again, Rob, thank you for your time, and we look forward to a strong partnership and a lot of growth for the future.
Absolutely, Wade. Looking forward to it.
All right, take care. Thank you.
Thank you.